Welcome to Manchester United Matters channel. This has really caught my eye and I thought I have to make this video before we really go into the game of Manchester United and a team which goes by the names of Atletico Madrid. Welcome to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss that on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. I go by the names of Rock and David, aka A.Madrid, to this channel, and we are always live onto this channel. You know, we talk Manchester United in there. But guys, today there are two stories that have really caught my eye. The Sir Alex Ferguson prediction ahead of the Manchester United traveling to Atletico Madrid Champions League clash in there. That has caught my eye. And secondly, what has caught my eye again is the Diego Simeone admission that he's afraid of Scott McTominay. Putting Scott McTominay into the same bracket or into the same statement with Paul Ebile Pogba, that he's one of the best midfielders in the world. That has really caught my brain, asking myself, are we underrating Scott McTominay? Because each and every manager that has come in at Manchester United has really given him a go to start into the starting line of Manchester United. He looks undroppable, and other managers from other teams that we're really going to face have started to come out and really praise Scott McTominay. Are we having gold that we don't know? That and more into this story in there. That's why I have to subscribe to this channel so as not to miss out on stories that we upload here on a daily. Now, let's start off with the Sir Alex Ferguson prediction in there. Sir Alex Ferguson has really come out and predicted that Manchester United is going to beat Atletico Madrid by 5-0 in there. This is a video that is trending all over social media. Because I don't have copyright over it, I fear to be given a copyright strike in there. That's why I really never played in here. But Sir Alex Ferguson appeared in Manchester. I think he was also traveling to Atletico Madrid, because I think he's really going to be there when United is playing that game, because he's an ambassador of Manchester United. He's really a very influential man, especially when it comes to Manchester United and vibing up these other players in there. Each and every time they see him in the stand, it's a different story altogether. Ferguson has come out and said that United is going to beat Atletico Madrid by 5-0. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? That's the prediction that Sir Alex Ferguson really come out and given us. So, do you think he's right? Or do you think United can play a ball very well today and put 5 goals past a team which goes by names of Atletico Madrid? I'm just asking because you guys have the right to tell me what you think about, because each and every person is entitled to his or her own opinion. Ferguson says 5-0 to a team which goes by names of Atletico Madrid. United is going to put 5 goals past a side which goes by names of Atletico Madrid. Do you think Ferguson is on point? Can United go ahead and put 5 goals past a team which goes by the names of Atletico Madrid? That is something that I really see it's hard to happen. But in football, never say never, because everything is bound to happen in football. Everything in football, everything is bound to happen. Never rule out something, because we are here to talk about football results, and football results have shocked very many people and disappointed very many people, because there are games that you know that United is really going to come out and really win them favorably, and United has not done so, you get? So we stand a chance of really waiting to see whether Sir Alex Ferguson was on point in there, because he really came out and said Manchester United is going to give Atletico Madrid a beating of their lives in there, predicting a 5-0 in favor of Manchester United. That's why Sir Alex Ferguson really came out and predicted in there. I don't know what you guys think about it, but to bring you up to speed, Sir Alex Ferguson last played Atletico Madrid. All United has played Atletico Madrid only twice, and in those 2 games United has played Atletico Madrid. Atletico Madrid edged United at their stadium in there. That game ended 3-0 at their stadium in Spain, and when they came at Manchester United, it was a 1-1 draw. You get? So I really feel like Sir Alex Ferguson really has a very big grudge over this team. That's why when asked about the prediction of United and how they're really going to perform today against Atletico Madrid, he has really come out and said 5-0. And so much has changed in modern football. I don't know what yardstick has Ferguson really relied on to come out and give out such a prediction in there, but you can as well tell me what you think Ferguson has based on to come and say that United is going to beat Atletico Madrid by 5-0. So all that and more into this story, and if at all you're watching us for the very first time, endeavor to subscribe to our channel so as not to miss out on stories that we do upload in here on a daily. Ferguson Prediction 5 for Manchester United, 0 Atletico Madrid. And when you look at the stature of Real Madrid, anything is possible, because when they really come up to play, ball, they can really be a very serious team in there and dangerous to Manchester United. When you have players like Antonio Griezmann, when he raises up to the occasion on the day, he can really cause trouble to any defense in the world. You know that very well. And the killer is Suarez. Suarez is that one player who will always come in here and do the needful, especially when he is given space in there, and he can really score any goal. You saw that second goal he scored when they were playing Real Betis over the weekend. That goal was really killer. It was so spatial. I really felt like, oh, he has an eye for goal. That second goal at almost the center line, João Felix releases him and he takes one touch, and the rest is history. The ball was shot very well into the back of the net to give him a brace that he scored against the side, which goes by the names of Real Betis. But age is not on his side. Age is not on his side, and he's not aging like Ronaldo. He looks like every time he's aging, he's losing loads of energy, and he cannot really play like 2 games like he played that game on Real Betis over the weekend. Playing some good minutes into this game is going to be very hard. So I really believe that Atletico are really facing a very bad problem. However much United is not in its best form, but I really feel like United is better placed in terms of form than Atletico Madrid. In that, I think that's what Alex Ferguson has really lied on to say that United can beat them 5. When you look at that game of football, if United sits back and gets them on the break, something that has already drowned into my mind that that's what United is going to play. I really feel like Atletico is going to be into a very bad situation, because if United decides to sit back and uses that long ball in there, I really feel like they're really going to be a threat to this side. Players like Rashford, I really fancy him to start. I fancy Rashford to start in this game because of his pace and because of how the style of play United is going to put in. I won't be surprised if United goes in for 3 defenders and puts up Diego Dello, Luke Shaw to play as the fullbacks in there. You need to go with 5 defenders in there. I won't be surprised, but my mind is telling me that Rangnick is not that kind of coach. He's not that kind of coach. He's not that kind of coach at all. I really feel like he will go with Harry Maguire and Victor Lindelof into the central defense. Then in the midfield, he will go with Paul Pogba, Scott McTominay, and Bruno Fernandes. Because Freddie really played well when he came off the bench, I really feel like that is going to be one of the yardsticks that he's going to use to say that, all right, if Atletico Madrid are really taking us, then I can take off Paul Pogba and bring in Freddie, because Freddie helps you twice. While defending, he helps you, and while going forward, he's improving game in, game out, to an extent that he even scored a goal that gave United, or put United in the lead for the second time after Leeds had really run riot to United and put up 2 goals in a space of just 1 minute to put this game to level in there. So I really feel like that's what Rangnick is going to do. Sancho is expected to start and Rashford is expected to start. But I really feel like United are really going to sit back and use the ability of Paul Pogba playing into that long ball in there. You know him very well when it comes to playing that long ball. I think United are really going to use that advantage a lot into this game of football as they take on a side which goes by the names of Atletico Madrid. Now let's leave that Alex Ferguson prediction. Let's get straight into this, and it's all about what Diego Simeone has come out and said about a player who goes by the names of Scott McTominay. My worry is it okay to put Scott McTominay and Pogba in the same statement, praising them to be world class? That has piqued my understanding totally, because Diego Simeone has said Manchester United have an incredible midfield. I'm incredibly impressed with the work rate. Pogba and Scott McTominay are 2 of the best midfielders in the world with a great balance. Oh my God, can you really come out and say this? Is he just, how can I even take it, mimicking? He's just taking us for granted. That's what I can really come out and say, because you can't tell us that United is really doing great with Scott McTominay in the midfield. That is out. Not really. I cannot really admit this. And It's like he's blindfolding us. Like he's giving Scott McTominay praise that does not deserve. Scott McTominay to be world class. If you talk about work ethic and running all over the pitch, yeah, he's good. But the term world class, I think Scott McTominay is a player that I love at Manchester United, and he plays far much better as a box-to-box player, not a CDM. You get? But calling him world-class midfielder, I think that's a very big mistake that has been made by Diego Simeone in there. But I don't think he's even top class, because before world class there is top class. I don't think he's top class. You get? I don't think he's even top class. So I really feel like Simeone should come out and really watch out in his words. But I really feel like he is saying something that has tickled my mind. I ask myself, are we having a midfielder that other teams are really seeing that is very beneficial and very talented that we cannot see? That's really my big question that has really gone into my head. But all in all, I really feel like you never know. If United gets in a CDM next season, in the summer, and he's playing alongside Scott McTominay, maybe Scott McTominay will prove to us that he's world class, as Diego Simeone is saying. But to me, I'm not convinced. I'm not convinced at all, because you look at his passing is always suspect, though ever since Ragnick came in through, he has really tried to see himself passing forward most of the times in there, and I really feel like he has all what it takes to get to that level, especially if at all he's being coached well, because I really believe that Scott McTominay has never gotten a very good coach. I think Rui Falia with Jose Mourinho, I think they never coached Scott McTominay well. They are so much okay with him doing that donkey work and chasing each and every grass onto the pitch, because they had a sitting midfielder who goes by the names of Nemanja Matic, and sometimes Andy Herrera used to sit into that midfield very well. You get? Then came in Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, not such a coach, and Carrick. Remember, Carrick was even there, was an assistant to Jose Mourinho after Faria left. You get? So what does that really shows you? It shows you that he has not been coached. Scott McTominay has not been coached, because even Ole Gunnar Solskjaer never had a coach on him. He was not a football coach. The McKennas and Michael Carrick didn't do the needful at Manchester United. Then the other player, the other manager who has come in to really try to improve Scott McTominay is Ragnick. And slowly by slowly, you are seeing improvements of Scott McTominay. I think you guys can really come out and really agree with me on this, because I've seen Scott McTominay in every games ever since Ragnick came in through. He told him that each and every time you get that ball, look for a forward pass. Don't look behind you. Don't do a negative pass. You get? And the only sideway passing he does are diagonals. You get? When he's breaking from this other side of the pitch to the farthest side of the pitch. And each and every time he's in the center of the midfield, he doesn't do a negative pass. He does not pass sideways. He just finds a pass in the middle, in there. I think Ragnick told him, don't be afraid, make that pass. And even if that ball is stolen, don't get afraid. Just looking for that forward pass in there. And I think with Ragnick, with him, I think he's really going to improve himself better. And at the age of 25, let's wait and see the next 5 years of Scott McTominay at Manchester United, because I don't see him leaving Manchester United. They cannot sell him. He also doesn't want to leave, because United has given him a career that he really deserved in there. But I'm really so much left into a dilemma. Simeone praising Scott McTominay, a manager that has really had players like Koke, Saul Niguez, you get the Carrascos of this world. I'm really asking myself and posing a question to myself, that are we not seeing the attributes of Scott McTominay that other teams are really seeing them? And secondly, what really gives me more courage to believe in Diego Simeone's allegation, because to me it's like an allegation, is why has every manager who has come in at Manchester United not left Scott McTominay out? He has really taken him as a priority in the field. He looks undroppable to an extent that when he was even away When Scott McTominay was away and Bruno was away, Danny Van Beek couldn't find a position to start into the Manchester United lineup. Do you know what that means? So I really feel like Mourinho hailed him, Solskjaer hailed him, Carrick has hailed him, Ragnick has hailed him, and Diego Simeone has too. So that means there is something special about Scott McTominay that we haven't seen yet. But we just pray for the gift of life from the Lord to give it to us, and then we see what Scott McTominay has for us. I don't know what you guys think about Diego Simeone coming out and saying that Scott McTominay is world class. For Paul Pogba, I believe Paul Pogba is one of the best midfielders in the world. You get? He's world class, he's good in there, and ever since returned in to play for Manchester United, he's really playing great in there. But the question stays with Scott McTominay, as Diego Simeone says he is world class. I don't know whether you guys believe that, but all that and more, let's keep the conversation flowing to the comment section below. We'll be jazzing in there, and let's take it to Twitter. Follow me at It's Rokan David in there, and we'll be having the jazz as you guys want it to be. This is Rokan David, aka RD to this channel. Smash the like button, comment and share. And remember, our first story was about Sir Alex Ferguson coming out and predicting that Manchester United is going to beat Old Trumps, a team which goes by the name of Atletico Madrid, by 5-0. I'm out. See you later, especially when the team news is out as we dissect this game of Manchester United versus Atletico Madrid.